There are 4 words that can change your life, and only 2 of them can move you forward. The other 2, it'll cause you to take a back seat and embrace your The other 2 will move you forward in your faith, your acting career, and your life. What are these 4 words that we use all the time? And just about every time, they are in our mind. They are unspoken words. What are they? You gotta listen to this. It's gonna help you. I'm glad you tuned in. Let's go. Now, like I said, most of the time these words are locked in. The unspoken words. The words that you and I don't really like to admit to. Why? Because they echo the word failure. So I want you to write these down because they're going to help you big time. I know every moment you hear me say them, you are going to say, "Yep, David, you're absolutely right." Or if you want to lie to yourself, which is really stupid, you're going to say, "Nah, I don't think that." Well, actually, you do. They are universal words. 2 of them are based upon fear, and the other 2, faith. What are these mysterious words that we think, if not speak them? I can't, I won't. 4 words, people. I can't, I won't. So have you ever said, I can't go to this audition. I can't move across country. I can't lose this weight. I can't go to school. I can't save the money. All of us have that thought running through our minds. Where does it come from? I'll tell you where it comes from. I can't comes from your doubts and fears. That's where it comes from. If you doubt long enough, you're going to believe something, even if it's not true. So back up. Right now, I want you to take a pen and write down a few things that you want to do in your life in the next 3 months. Things that you said you couldn't do. Because if we face our fears, we become fearless. Did you write those things down? Question for you. Do you want to do them? That's what I said. Do you want to do them but thought you couldn't? Or you won't do them because simply you've lost interest. You realize you don't have the passion for this or the patience or the time because you always have time for who or what you put first in your life. And we're all on a time budget. But it's okay to say, I won't do this because of that. Acting and life is about prioritizing your 24 hours. However, these things in the next 3 months that you just wrote down that you said you couldn't do you want to do them, or at least a couple of them? Then say this to yourself. I can do this and I will find a way. I can do this and I will find a way. Because your brain is a servo mechanism. It seeks out answers to problems, answers to questions that you have. It serves you. So make sure you feed it good words. The Bible says, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Now, I'm not saying you're God, neither am I. I'm saying we're created in the image of God. I always say if you want to know what God looks like, look in the mirror. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, chin, forehead. Now, believe it or not, there are certain things that you can't do. Number 1, you can't fly. You know that song from The Wizard of Oz? Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. It's a beautiful song, don't get me wrong. You know what? There's a part in there where Dorothy sings, birds fly over the rainbow, why oh why can't I? Why? I'll tell you why. Because Dorothy, you don't have wings, feathers, and you have the wrong bone structure. You can't fly over the rainbow. So, granted, there are some things that you can't do. It falls in the line of common sense. However, keep this in mind. What you can't do is what you won't do. What you can't do, and you know full well that physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you can do it. It's just be honest with yourself. In your acting career, you won't do it. And that's okay. It frees you up to see other things. See what you want to do. Because what you won't do will point out what you want to do. Because can't is like a gravestone. That's it. That's all. Game over. Show done. Bye-bye now. But when you say I won't do it, because you're never a victim of your own free will. And you always have time for who or what you put first. And that's true. Write those things down. Now, you want to know full disclosure about this entire video lesson today? I'll tell you right now. You ready? Okay, remember this. Can't equals fear. Can't equals fear. It makes you impotent. It makes you freeze up, and you have emotional and mental paralysis. Okay? When you can't do something, how does that feel anyway? When you say, I can't do it, you feel powerless, don't you? When the truth of the matter is, if you face your fears and say, I won't do this, all of a sudden, you have confidence, you have faith, you have the ability to move forward and to make choices, which opens up brand new doors about what you really want to do in your lifetime, in your acting career, in your relationships, personal and professional. Is this kind of making sense? Don't embrace fear. Identify your fear. It's not that you can't. It's that you won't. And once you get over your ego, and everybody has one, including myself, then you will begin to hone and choose the life that you truly desire in your acting career, in your lifetime. I cannot overemphasize how important this message is to you. And now it's time to eliminate the can't and move into the won't. How do you do it? It's really simple. I want you to take one of these once again, and I want you to write down the 3 things that you think, you believe, you can't do. Did you write them down? Are you sure? Good. Ask yourself why you can't do them. This is the time to get proverbially naked. Change the can't to the won't. I'll give you an example right now. I can't afford this acting class. When in reality, if I did this and this, I could afford it, but I don't want to give this up. Whatever this is, you tell me, or tell yourself. I can't make the time to do blank. When in reality, if you said no to this person and said yes to this opportunity, you would have the time to do it, wouldn't you? Absolutely. So your can'ts all of a sudden are transformed into wants. Amazing. And then let's go one step up the ladder. You know what that is, right? What do you really want to do? All of a sudden you're free, because can't is not in your vocabulary. Won't and will are. I want you to work on this, and I want you to write to me. If you need a coach, I may be the one for you. davidthompsoncoaching.co, davidthompsoncoaching.co. Like, share, and subscribe. I am looking forward to hearing from you. And remember, you have the power to change your life with your tongue. It's not that you can't. It's that you won't. Or will you?